Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron. We're doing another mod, this being Collapsing World: Rise of Radicalism. So, from what I've come to understand from other videos and what I've seen on the Steam Workshop, I can't speak. Essentially, the plot of this mod is: what if nobody actually won World War One? What if the war just kept going on, and it just caused such an economic collapse that everyone just said, you know what? We're done fighting. Like nobody won, and if anything, the global economy is shit. And we're gonna see exactly kind of an idea of what could have happened here. So with that said, let's go ahead and we're gonna get right to it. I am gonna go ahead and play as the United States. So let me actually do this time right, because the last time I did mods, I wasn't actually reading. So since the election of 1912, America hasn't been the same. John D Rockefeller, as also known as the richest man in the world, secured the presidency with the support of the Democrats. In the next 10 years, America would be changed as a nation in its core. The election of 1916, in which Rockefeller decided to run with his own party, was a very close one. Rockefeller's slight victory was met with a popular revolution led by Teddy Roosevelt, who got killed in the events by the mercenaries of Henry Ford. After this revolution, the military was disbanded, and America truly became an oppressive corporate state. So basically, John D. Rockefeller was a Democrat, made his own party, gave them the finger. FDR tried to, that's not FDR, Teddy Roosevelt tried to come into power, and he was assassinated. And then Rockefeller got rid of the military. Oh, I guess we don't have music. Okay. I guess because this. Playing as the United States. All the way back in the election of 1912. Damn, they really went with the story. Ran for president, the Democrat Party. With the crisis of the Republicans, wherein at the time, winning the election was not hard. Theodore Roosevelt, however, still got a large amount of votes. He voiced opposition to the new Rockefeller presidency, saying that a man of such riches and such power cannot be the leader of a truly democratic nation. After all, there were rumors of John D. Rockefeller using his funds in the first place in order to run for the presidency. The temporary disappearance of the original candidate, Woodrow Wilson, was also somewhat suspicious. Many people think he bribed him not to run. In the following 4 years, the USA would be transformed. The economy grew rapidly, with many profits being made, both for business owners and the people. America was flourishing in a new golden age. However, in the year 1916, it would all come to a halt. The U.S. weapon sales to countries taking part in the Great War and the Rockefeller administration ignoring rights of the workers made the election of 1916 very tense. Theodore Roosevelt ran against Rockefeller once again and nearly won. The election was very close. Roosevelt said that the results were frauded and that the votes were even burned, leading to Rockefeller retaining his power. The people went to the streets and the military started a major mutiny. These events would end up being the Revolution of 1916, America's last attempts at saving democracy. The nation broke into something practically akin to a civil war, with the Battle of Minneapolis being the deciding factor. Henry Ford's mercenaries, who supported the Rockefeller regime, fought against the mutineering troops. In the fighting, Theodore Roosevelt was shot multiple times by the mercenaries and died. Oh my god, I can't believe I read that. And died a few minutes later. The nation was in shock, but the revolution was successfully quelled. 6 years later, the U.S. democracy has been fully eroded. Rockefeller secured most of the votes in the next election and appointed many of his corporate friends as governing ministers. Regulations were destroyed, workers exploited, and natives put in summer camps that I can't speak about because YouTube's mean. The U.S. military was mostly abolished in favor of mercenaries used to quell unrest and to avoid a second revolution, which was mostly the military's fault. The situation is now worse than ever. With socialists rioting on the streets against the regime, it would only take one bullet to throw all of America into a full-fledged collapse. So, by the way, as for... I don't know if there's more to this. Did they really go that deep into... Yeah. Oh my god, they actually did a lot more with this. Oh my god. Developers. Okay, so um, we can play as a few different countries technically. So if it didn't already allude to what could happen, let me see. So collapsing world, because this is just about how the game works. Oh, that's just how that. Oh, wait. Oh, duh. I'm hitting the wrong button. I want to see before we actually get into things. I just want to see if this is a. These might be copywritten. I don't know if any of these are copywritten. Nah, we should be okay. All right. So anyway, just wanted to put on some music for background. America is going to end up having a little bit of an oopsie poopsie. So we're not going to stay as Rockefeller for long. I have plans, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. So Rockefeller's America. Ever since securing victory in the election of 1912, John D Rockefeller's regime has transformed America into a new nation. Once thought to be a candidate of reform and progress, he has proven that he is everything but not that. The Rockefeller administration has revamped American society into a machine. All the democratic institutions in the country have been destroyed. The politicians in the Senate and in the House of Representatives are servants of corporations. In 1916 revolution sealed his fate. Oh, I'm sorry. The 1916 revolution sealed his fate. And even further, when it was harshly suppressed by the regime and the U.S. armed forces were pretty much disbanded. The violence caused by consequences of oh my god, why did I say subsequent? Consequences of the revolution resulted in the 1920 elections being suspended and a literal corporate dictatorship arising to take the place of the old democracy. Now it remains to be seen what will become of this once proud nation. Rockefeller's America. So now, I already know what I'm gonna do, and I'm trying to think where. I'm trying to remember. I think I kind of hang out around this part, these parts. So, I'm gonna try to get ahead. Why do these look different from when I last did this? Because right now, the U.S. as it is has a decent setup. So, that's why I'm trying to work on this. I'm not gonna. Do I want to do research? No, because if I do research, then everybody gets access to that technology. So I think probably not smart. We don't want to start building more. No, we don't want to build supplies. We don't want to do nothing. We're basically gonna let America rot. For now, anyway. And now we wait. The easy part of Hearts of Iron is literally just the waiting. Something popped up. Oh, okay. Okay. No, I didn't want to read that. So we can go ahead up. Oh, let me see. So there's a couple things here. So the Scars of 19. This was assassination. The Alaskan summer camps. We have tried to make use of every person in the country for the greater good of the businesses in America. Since who doesn't love money? A move of the Rockefellers administration that happened 2 years ago was also putting nearly all the native population of America into labor camps in Alaska. This was done in order to utilize their physical force in order to urbanize the region. However, a resistance is forming in the camps, and people are getting worried. This policy eventually backfired. Alright, so ban all the socialists. That one, kind of an obvious. Because of the failure of the Republican-Democrat coalition to retake the country during the Revolution of 1916, new movements have formed to try and take down the regime, and even liberate the American workers in general. One of these are the socialists, who have been the biggest threat for the regime, especially during the Christmas riots a few days ago. It is evident that this movement must be destroyed in order to ensure the security for the regime and in order to keep the money flowing. The international workers of the world, as they call themselves, must be shot in the leg through a ban of all the socialist parties that exist in America. We will be able to finally end the mischievous ban Surely, after this move, they won't come back to threaten the life of our president ever again. Sure, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's not gonna blow up in our faces. Clearly, trying to suppress people always works. I have no idea what that means for South America, but yeah, good luck, guys. And we banned the soldiers. Okay. What about the corporate military? Since the revolution in 1960, I'm just gonna read that. All right, so no, we're gonna go no weekends. The American economic machine is not powerful enough just yet. In order to boost our economic growth by a large margin, we should cut out all public holidays and shorten the weekends for most employees. Of course, the work on the weekends won't be paid with more money. Instead, we'll pay even less for the work hours on the weekend. The growth must continue, and the workers are the gears of the growth of our businesses and of the general American nation. What is best for big corporations is ultimately what's best for the population of the country. Once we realize this truth, we will be unstoppable. So, we won't have any more weekends, no more days off, and it didn't work. Notice how the board of directors is in office? Rockefeller's not there anymore. That didn't, I don't think that went over well. Rockefeller Jr. succeeds his father. With the tragic death of our president, John D Rockefeller, now we need a new president for the United States. For this task, we pick his son, who had served as his vice president, supporting him since the election and failed revolution of 1916. With his experience, the son will finish the legacy of the father. One of the immediate tasks at hand is to stabilize America. There are riots and violence on the streets, and the country is on the brink of total civil war. Many are doubting Rockefeller Jr.'s ability to lead the country through these troubling times. But we sure hope he can pull it off. Not only that, obviously, we care deeply for America, but more importantly, any more turmoil would start to hurt our profits. The president is dead. Long live the president. So one thing I do want to point out is basically what happened to the rest of the world. So because of World War I not really going off too well for everybody, so France is still France. I guess they kind of kept, their whole... Egypt just said, fuck you, and took everything. Well, not everything. Saudi Arabia didn't really become a thing just yet. The Middle East is really all over the place. Russia, basically everybody got kind of shit-canned, except that Japan is kind of holding itself together. They're classical conservatism, so they didn't go the fascist nationalist route. China doesn't exist yet, but granted, that's about on point. Australia, yeah, they're about what you'd expect. They didn't really go very far. Europe is kind of all over the place. Some of these guys kind of stuck around, like Spain, France, for the most part. The UK, I think, is fascist. Yeah, ultra-military. Oh, shit. Yeah, they went fascist. Czechoslovakia is basically the same. Germany just doesn't exist. They're the German Republic, so they fell apart. So we don't have to worry about a Hitler. Well, maybe British Hitler, but anyway. Brazil, I think, is trying to take up America's old ways. The United States and Brazil, that's different. South America still, for the most part, South America. Yeah, nothing really crazy went on down there. But anyway, let's continue. Rockefeller Jr.'s presidency. Unfortunately, the socialist scum assassinated our righteous president, John D. Rockefeller. His acting vice president, his son, will succeed him temporarily while we deal with the incoming crisis and ensure security. He will, God willing, lead the country to new success. If it's not already apparent, like I said, we're not sticking with the Rockefellers for very long. That's not the plan. I'm just reading the story so you guys understand where we are. Oh. Hold on. So we got a few different things that just happened. The First World War revolts against the regime. We have gotten news that the workers across cities in the Midwest have organized themselves and have launched full-fledged revolution against our government. The country is starting to collapse. A civil war is inevitable. There's nothing we can do except sit and watch the country crumble to pieces. Maybe the workers' cause is the right one to be fighting for. So I can either play as the socialists or do nothing. We're not going to do anything. We're not playing as the commies. Ford cuts content. Henry Ford, the second most powerful man in America behind our former president, John D. Rockefeller, has been insulted by the fact that he didn't end up being the next leader of our nation. He has cut all contact from the central government, and his feared mercenaries have seized a massive part of many U.S. states. He is now the enemy of the state. But was he really so wrong? Maybe he should have been the leader of this country. He will now pay for this. One thing I want to check is our construction. So I should have been doing that for a while now. Not mega ideal, but I'll work with it. Because we're getting to the point now where I'm going to end up taking over a new country. Yeah, this is an unfortunate country that we definitely do not want to play as, for obvious reasons that I'm going to avoid. Hey, Bunny, what's going on? Why is my country controlling several states in the U.S.? Bunny, what? Is your country, is Canada controlling U.S. states? I don't believe so. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Not yet. At least not that it'll work. The Southern Catastrophe. The militias of the funny, cool kids clan, a racist group, again, I gotta be careful about words, because I don't know what pisses off YouTube, committing violence across the South, have started a revolt as well. They have seized most of the South and are preparing to do crimes against humanity in their lands. They've declared the visible empire of the Second Cool Kids Club. Their loyalty lies to their cult and not to our government. As they have clearly shown, they must pay the price for their treachery. What a savage cult. Those goddamn demons! The rise of the resistance. A movement has quickly assembled to fight the funny guys, mostly made up of African Americans. They have seized control of Florida and seek to wage a war for liberation of black people. They talk against segregation and against the Cool Kids Club, who they call the Great Satan. Maybe their ideas of liberation are worthwhile. Perhaps the best and most notable thing to do would be to rise up against the oppressive clan. Texas declares independence. The pro-resistance governor of Texas, who was suspected to have been funneling money to MacArthur's movement, has informed the rest of the nation that Texas is seceding from the Union and establishing their own democracy. He has said that he was reluctant to do such a thing, but that it is necessary to protect his people from the vile corporations in Washington. He's a traitor to the nation now. He's no better than Theodore Roosevelt or his little fanboy Douglas MacArthur. In fact, people are suspecting MacArthur's resistance is about to launch a massive operation as well. I think we already know where I'm going to end up going. Oh my god, everything's popping off. Give me a minute, I want to read! Okay. Texas. Okay, so let's do the first one. Bloodbath of Riga. All flourishing here below comes from below and above alike. Where there is not matter and spirit, heart and reason, then sooner or later there is only one extreme brutality over refinement. Oh, so the Baltics just fell apart. California declares independence. Following Texas, California has declared its independence from the Union as well. The situation in the country is becoming tense. Civil war can't be prevented anymore. Even in the regions we have solidified our control. Revolts and riots are happening. America is about to fall, and we might fall with it if we're not careful. However, there are some good news coming from California. Our largest law enforcement company is in active combat with the California rebels. Mayors of cities such as Eureka, Oxnard, and Santa Ana have been captured by our best police agencies. However, this will not prevent the inevitable. Inform the mercenaries to prepare to kill everyone who attempts to touch the president, barricade the White House. So I can either play as California, protect the president. We're gonna stick Rockefeller. Are you playing as you? Okay, Bunny, just to catch you up to speed. Nobody won World War I. The world basically just fell apart. John D Rockefeller became president of the United States. Rockefeller was, at the time, the guy who was basically the richest man in the world. He became president, became a dickhead, turned America into a big corporate state. He was assassinated, his son took power, and nobody's happy with the Rockefellers, so America's in the middle of a civil war right now, or falling apart. The father's son. For 10 years, our nation has been under the rule of John D Rockefeller. Now that he has ultimately passed away, we will pass the presidency onto his son, who was also acting vice president. What has happened has happened. The collapse was the fault of the Bolshevik degenerates, the woke moralists, and all the other rebels who fought against our noble president. Now, Junior will continue his legacy and lead this country to financial success. These hard times will be more than hard, but eventually we will come back stronger than ever. Richer than ever. Long live Rockefeller Jr. The king is dead. Yeah, he's gonna be dead. And this is my boy. MacArthur launches a major operation. One of the former low-ranking generals before the Revolution of 1916 formed a resistance by using its remnants. He has been a major thorn in our side so far, and now he has launched a massive military operation where his soldiers rushed from the mountains and the cities in the Midwest. This has led to the entire region being under his control. There is really nothing we can do about this anymore. Our government in the West is now practically non-existent. So, we must avenge Teddy Roosevelt. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned for anybody just joining, Teddy Roosevelt was assassinated. So, we will avenge Roosevelt and become the American Liberation Army under Major Douglas MacArthur. So now we're playing as MacArthur. I don't know why that's running. So we already have research going. We have that building. I need factories. I really need factories right now. I need construction. Do we have? Yes, I cheesed the system. Yes. Oh my god. So me building over here was all planned from the beginning because I knew what I was going to do. Insufficient resources. That kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll live with it. So right now, unfortunately, Oregon Soviet Republic. Yeah, you look like a filthy commie. What we need to do is get our guys to start training. We need them to start getting experience. But right now, MacArthur's not ready yet. Our holy duty. The revolution has returned. With the old man Rockefeller gone, the resistance is stronger than ever in the control of Arizona and New Mexico. Many doubted that we would be able to seize control of such a large swath of territory, but we did it. The revolution of 1916 has returned, but it hasn't been avenged just yet. We will avenge Teddy Roosevelt's martyrdom for the revolution. We will liberate America. We will bring back liberty. Long live America, USA! All right. You mean that speech where you got shot? You died from that? No. So basically, Bunny, what happened was that Rockefeller had a second election that he was going for, right? So he did his first term as a Democrat. Second term, he came in as his own party. Then what ended up happening was, there was this like revolution that happened because Rockefeller won, but Teddy Roosevelt claimed that there were election fraud, so they ended up killing Roosevelt because of that, because he was claiming fraud. On top of that, Rockefeller also disbanded the military since the military joined Roosevelt. Marshal Douglas MacArthur, the leader of our resistance to the liberation of the American people, has indirectly built a personality cult around himself. Some of the things he has done as leader have been viewed as very authoritarian and criticized by the Republican and Democrat factions inside the army alike. This has led to his popularity slowly dropping and his rule not so certain. So, granted, MacArthur is a hard ass. So, you're surprised that a guy who's military is going to be a little more aggressive? Surprise, surprise. Okay, so what we need to do, though, is we need to focus research. We need to... As soon as these are done, God damn it, there's nothing more American than hearing gunshots while listening to the anthem. USA. Alright, so what we need is start, we need, Oh, okay, that's what that's gonna do. Well, we're definitely not socialists. Liberalism. Right now, I need to support the soldiers because I feel I should have read that. I feel like supporting the soldiers is gonna be the best case because of the fact that I heard a phone ring and I genuinely thought that was my phone. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Right now, in the situation that we're in, we really need to start supporting the military. Okay, so Bunny, have you ever played Hearts of Iron at all, or ever seen this before? Now, okay, by the way, the reason why this doesn't have any story details is because it's a mod, so the developer never wrote anything for it. But like, I don't think he actually finished. Yeah, they never finished anything, so either that or the mod's broken. Because I could have sworn that. Hmm, I think the mod's broken. Yeah, the mod's broken. Fuck. I don't know if maybe a recent update did this. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it still has the stats. Declares more. Okay, so this still the effects are still in play, but the actual because there were these actually had names. These had names, so the developers kind of I think the developers fucked something up. So something broke. Okay, so to be clear, Hearts of Iron typically is a World War II game. The way this is playing right now is typically how the game plays. The thing is that you can either follow history or alter it. So in the vanilla game, right? The way you have to think of it is this. You can either so like you could do something where America decides to flip communist and join the Comintern. You can play as the Germans, turn them kick out Hitler, and then end up forming the EU, and then go to war with the Soviets. Or you can follow history. You could follow history to almost to the letter, close to it. So really, you play with history. You do with what you want. I love playing the game modded because I love the stories people come up with. I love all the the crazy shit people do. So that's why. Now, one thing I will say is if you play this game modded, something I've learned is that for some reason, I can't tell you why, any socialist, if you're in a civil war like this, any socialist parties that are nearby, take them out. Immediately, they are your priority red number one. You need to burn them yesterday. Because the problem is, for whatever reason, I cannot explain to you why, socialist communist groups, they just mad dash troops and they just have this swarm of fuck you just coming out of nowhere. So in order to cover your own ass, build your military and get rid of the commies yesterday. That needs to be priority red number one. That's first and foremost. Get rid of them yesterday. Because the longer you wait with them, the greater the threat they're going to end up being, and that shit needs to go away. If you don't deal with them, they will fuck you up. I don't know why. Any other country I deal with, I have an easier time with. When the socialists show up, I feel like a lot of mods. I feel like mod developers, not a lot, maybe not a lot. Nowadays, I feel like there's more mod developers that kind of coddle socialist parties. Oh yeah, so this one required a certain time period, so we can't start messing with other countries. Well, other factions. I shouldn't say countries. They're not really countries. Factions. Our problem is we need manpower. We need money. Well, not money, but it should help boost us a little bit. So one thing is political points are everything. The PP. That sounds stupid. That is everything. That's basically what helps you do things. Think of it like action points. Yeah, essentially, you could be communist, you could be fascist, you could be democracy. You play the game as you want to play it. Really. The question is, what do you want the world to look like? What do you want to do? Yeah, yeah, okay. This mod was definitely updated recently because this wasn't here. Last time I played this was not here. Production. I need to start working on engineering. I should really be working. I should do tanks too. Fuck. Right now. My biggest worry is the. Hold on. This construction speed 2%. Alright, we'll do that. Fuck corporations. Try something a little different this time. Oh, by the way, I know at some point, if I want to say if the American, what the hell is that guy? Edward D. Mahoney? I have no idea who that guy is. But I guess the Rockefellers got smoked. Troops aren't ready yet. Research is still a little behind. Need to get shit done. But yeah, at some point, I remember, like, one playthrough I did do. I want to say if this entire part of the U.S. gets taken over, like, it becomes one country. Fucking Al Capone takes over. So, yes, they become a mafia state. I hate these names because I think it doesn't really help. Let's see, war support. Yeah, I'd rather war support. I need manpower. Basically, I need everything. MacArthur kind of just said, fuck you, I'm doing what I want, and now it's kind of a bumpy road. So, alright, so what we need to do is we're going to start focusing on our armor. We need to make sure we at least get that. I want to make sure we had air power. Not that I can really do anything with said air power. Okay? Kind of. Okay, what I want to do is you can also develop your own planes and shit. I just don't have any experience to do that with, so I'm gonna have to. I hate that. All right, I'm gonna have to start developing shitty little airplanes. What I'll do is I'll build them, have them train, and then I can use the train points to. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. Not sure if it was French money. So I wanted to get some planes in, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything with them. It sucks. All right, I'm gonna focus on industry. Again, maybe I'm kicking myself in the ass. I don't know. I don't know if what we're doing is a good thing. Do we have any planes available? All right, yes, we do. So, we have pilots. We're gonna start having them train. Yeah, because these should all have proper titles, and they don't, so the game can fuck them. So we can either ban the socialists or outlaw the nationalists. So I think right now, change of popularity, yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's get rid of the commies. Don't know if this is gonna hurt me, but fuck it, YOLO, we're gonna put that up. Free state of Italy? Italy's at war now? Oh yeah, Italy's in pieces too. Not surprising. Wait, hold on. Is Rome? No, Rome is. Damn it. Okay. You know what I was thinking? You know what I wanted to do for Hoi? Once. I wanted to have Vatican City become its own country. Essentially, I mean, it kind of is, but I wanted to have it become its own thing. Take over Italy, basically reform the Holy Roman Empire. But again, you can do all kinds of crazy shit with this game. You can even, there's the country. Oh my god. The game does even feature, secret countries or secret leaders that, you have to do some really goofy shit in order to get them. Like, for example, playing as Germany in the base game, you can end up playing as Eva Braun, his wife. You can have his wife take over Germany. So either they're going to be loyal to, let's see, kingdom despotism, or. Yeah, loyalty to democracy. The whole point of this revolution is to restore America, not to keep MacArthur as a dictator. All right, we're training. Why is our experience not going up? We just not have. Cannot create no airplanes in reserve. Okay, so we just don't. We're not producing any planes. Why are we not producing planes? We should be producing planes. So I have to call bullshit. Train the next generation of soldiers. How long is that gonna take? 180 days. Let me start working on infantry too. Actually, how are we doing on construction? Yeah, we're still taking our sweet ass time. I don't know if me. What is this now? That will prioritize building repairs over construction. Okay, yeah, no, we're not looking to repair right now. We're looking to build. The bourgeoisie becomes less and less capable, considering the fact that the cause of the war lies in imperialist capital. Yeah, that sounds like mass mobilization. It's just different doctrines. Superior firepower, mass mobilization. I feel like mass mobilization. That's all. Let me start working with this. So we need let's do army defense. Navy is not really relevant right now because we don't really have, we're landlocked. Ground support, army logistics, artillery. As the saying goes, God fights on the side with the best artillery. Air combat training. Because again, focusing on the Navy just isn't going to help. Industrial research, electronics, industrial, electronics. Okay. Right now, what we desperately need, we definitely need tanks, without a doubt. We need armor, but we need everything. We need infantry, we need tanks, we need planes. Fucking need hopes and dreams. Pause real quick, so I know what we're trying to develop better tank because we do have the armor, so we can. I need. Oh, what? Oh, it makes it more reliable. That's what that does. But this ups the speed. We're gonna up. I want reliability. Riveted armor is kind of shit, so we're gonna go cast iron. Petrol engine. We're gonna upgrade the engine so that way it ups the speed. That's a little higher than white. Design lacks modules. Yeah, it's a little heavy. For a light tank, that's a little heavier than what I wanted. So. Oh, okay. Didn't I put a better engine? Oh, the petrol engine's actually worse. The gasoline one's better. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Holy crap. Wait, the main armament is a machine gun? Excuse me? Oh, one man turret. I'm retarded. Okay, yes, sure. Oh, it's a small cannon or a heavy machine gun. It's one or the other. Got it. Okay. Secondary turret, secondary cannon, special modules. Let's get cloaked armor. That'll help. Radio, obviously. Let's do smoke launchers. So that should hopefully help their defense a little bit. Oh, okay. Trying to, I mean, it's 6.4, that brings down to 6.3, and it makes it a little less reliable. I think these are all good stats. It's gonna be an expensive tank, but right now we can just. Yeah, that's what it's right. That right there, that's. Can I trade with anybody? So the United Kingdom just went to war with Ireland. But Bunny, how you doing? What's going on? What's new? Talking about they're gonna end up wiping out Ford, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try this. I think it's gonna go horribly wrong, but we need to smoke the. So we need to take it. We need these. I think I might have fucked myself because I don't have armor. Yeah, just merge them. Fuck it. I think I screwed myself here. I definitely feel like I'm in some trouble. If Ford can hold out just a little bit, how long do we have? October 6th. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're screwed. Oh, actually, no. Maybe not. We have to hold out for 125 days. It's already been 67. So if we can... Because I want to hit them now. Hey, Drew, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, friend. How you doing? Oh, we have armor. We finally have a tank. You know, because one is going to make a world's difference, apparently. Okay, stop the training. I mean, we kind of have an Air Force, but these guys are more for the sake of experience than anything else. I do not rely on them. How much longer we got? About 20 days. Ford, don't you fuck up now, man. Hold your line. You supposedly have this great big special military. But how you doing, Drew? What's going on, buddy? Outdated equipment, okay. Oh, we got it. We got it. We're good. All right, wish me luck. This is either going to go horribly wrong or this is going to be fantastic. My hope is that because the fact that there's so much more focus right now on because they're focused on fighting Ford, they're not going to really notice me too much. Like, they're going to notice me. Like, they're going to see this. They're going to realize, like, oh, shit, we're at war. You know, what's his face? Just declared war on us. So I'm sure this is definitely a crap their pants moment, but I'm hoping we can mad dash into their territory before they can mount a stable defense. And by doing so, that gives Ford a chance to turn the tides. So either way, one of us are beating back the socialists. I just need them gone so that way they're not a threat to me later. Ford probably won't be a major problem for me early, but the socialists will be. So they've got to go. Get back to research. Why are you behind one? Ah, crap. Ford just surrendered. Okay, yep. All right, thanks, Ford. You fucked me over. Thanks, bud. All right, we're gonna do it. Damn it, Ford. All right, so we're gonna end up losing Ford to the socialists. So that's gonna be something that I have to be prepared for. So now I gotta expect, because like the problem with these goddamn Reds, they will just mad dash through. All right, I didn't justify just yet. So we're just gonna leave them be, because unfortunately, like, if Ford could have held the line a little bit longer, we might have been able to turn that. Because in previous runs that I've done, I've been able to push in and take the commies out. Granted, part of the fault is my own because I wasn't focusing on tanks. Good at. That guy looks like Stalin. You know what? While I have this opportunity, start working on planes. We got 34 points. We can start. Okay, that doesn't help speed. That just helps thrust. Electronics. Clear navigation. Doesn't this just let it float in the water? Yeah, land on water. I mean, I'm gonna do. Okay, so the 8 machine guns, a little bit. Whatever. Can I do even more machine guns? Yeah, so this is gonna be straight up a fighter, like basic fight. Yeah. Factories. I just want to at least have them in production, and then this one's going to be more for close air support. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Close air support, and then bomb locks are fine. Yeah, basic close air support. Okay. Alright, so now when we get more factories, whenever we get more factories, because at this point, okay. Who am I trading with right now? Because I think trade is what's killing me. Apparently nobody. So I'd love to know where. What the fuck? Why are we taking so long to build? So yeah, we know at some point Europe is going to end up. Actually, oh, the commies took over part of Germany. How's the Soviets doing? So we've got military dictatorship, socialists, a technocracy. What the fuck is that? Okay, so they're still commies no matter what. Also kind of looked like the Saudis were doing their own thing. That construction is just non-existent. Can I put money into government? Put government spending, research. I'm just... Not that I have any real idea of what that's doing, considering the fact that the mod's kind of broken at the moment. I'm just gonna kind of YOLO. Literally, a lot of what I'm doing is shot in the dark, pray to the Lord Almighty that this doesn't blow up in my face. That's a lot of what I'm doing right now. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm using factors. That's never gonna get finished. Yeah, that's. We're not getting factories. We got men. Oh, no, that's not good. That's just the guys that we already have. How is Canada doing? Yeah. Yeah, Canada's just kind of Canada. And apparently they're not happy with the United Kingdom. That's different. Okay, so... I was about to say, why do I have... And of course, though, the rebels that are fighting against the Cool Kids Club over there, they're also kind of... Like, why is half our country full of, like, filthy reds? You know, not like socialism has ever failed. Ever. Throughout history. 40 in mass production, massive increase output. Okay. Oh, okay. Productivity. What's the difference? Population. Oh, okay. So, yeah, let's power core. Oh, because we're trading. And we're also exporting, too, which I do not know right now. Limited exports. Construction. Oh, it actually increases our construction. Alright. Not that I love the idea of free trade, because the way I see it is if we're doing free trade, that leaves us open to kind of giving our shit to our enemies. I'm not in love with that, but we need to start building more. That's painful, even with the 15% increase. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, this run is not looking good. I have no idea what the spreads are going to end up doing, so... Oh. Oh, great! The socials are fighting the Mormons now. This is the shit I was talking about. These motherfuckers, once they get on a warpath, they start kicking everybody's ass, and that's a very big problem. It becomes a very big problem. How do we not have any equipment? We're producing on a weekly basis. So why in the hell are we not? Let's offer reading. I'm gonna have to move these guys. The route that I'm taking with California. So basically, we're offering California the chance to rejoin the United States. So we're asking them to join us. So if they agree, we'll take them over peacefully. And that might actually help us with our economy. Nope. Nope. They said fuck you. Well, alright. Yeah, well, now we're taking it by force. We tried to do this nice. Alright, so all of our 20 army divisions already Basically, anybody not moving, I'm telling them to just fucking go. And if these guys can just mad dash into San Francisco, that would be very, very ideal. Where are you? You are going to go over there. You just go shoot straight up to take Sacramento. No, I want you guys to go there. You're going to take Los Angeles. You're going to go for Santa Ana. Yeah. No, actually. That route. Basically, go for San Francisco. That's why I wanted them up there, because I'm trying. Whatever. There we go. We took it. Did they move their capital? Yep, there we go. California. I mean, look, we gave them an opportunity. The fucking Pinkertons? The Pinkertons are also... Okay. You know what? YOLO. But we're also at war with the Pinkertons for some reason. I guess they're a corporate state and that's why? No, they're police state. Okay. But no, I'm pretty certain that was part of the plot, that they were a corporate state, essentially. A corporate entity. Like, honestly, I think the thing that helped me with this war against California is the fact that they were at war with Pinkertons. Alright, we took Eureka. At this point, just fucking swing. This is all looking like all kinds of places. I believe the next on the shit list is the Mormons. What is... Oh. That's why. Oh, that's where we're all fucked up. Okay. That should update now? No, it actually got worse. What the fuck? I have no idea. Honestly... Ah, damn it! Fucking socialists. So, I'm going to be playing Hearts of Iron until Metal Gear comes out, which that's going to be, I believe, the 27th. So, today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so Monday would be the 24th. So, 25th, 26th, 27th, next Thursday. So, a couple days. I don't know, I'm going to start my new job Monday, so I don't know, I think I might go back to my old stream schedule. So, I'm not sure yet. I don't understand why this is a problem. I genuinely do not understand what the hell happened. I have no idea what's going to happen with that, but whatever. You know, you would think that taking more land would not only... It would give us, logically, more manpower, but it would also give us... Oh. And it looks like they're going to start gunning for Texas next. Yeah, there it goes. See, like Al Capone. What? Oh, fuck me. They just declared war on me. Oh, this is going to go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Because I do not have the manpower necessary to pull this back. I am mega boned. So we're gonna try this. Like, I'm just trying to repel them wherever I can, but honestly, once they take a certain amount of land, that's basically it. So unless they have as few troops as I do, I'm boned. I mean, I have a tank. That's something. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was talking about before. Once the Reds take off, it's like a jet engine. Once they're off, they're off. That's it. That's why you want to burn them out as soon as possible. I'm focusing on the center, so that way I can focus on things. I have to get peace. Yeah, they just stayed. They just fucked me sideways. Snake my way through. It's a huge. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I think honestly we're screwed. We're losing everything. We're not producing anything, and our planes are a joke. So we can maybe protect Denver. Damn it, I got caught. Yep, that's it. At this rate, we're fucked. Still have a man. I think so long as we hold the capital, I'm gonna try to order my guys to fall back. We're just gonna try to hold them. If, I mean, when, not if, but this is... I mean, right now we're holding. We exist like a fucking pimp. My game plan is next. If and when we die, when we get wiped out, I'm gonna use console commands to take over New York State because I want to see what it's like to play as Al Capone. So I want to see what history looks like. I'm assuming his thing is also broken. This is... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna do... There we go. Yeah, so Denver's gone. That shit's a lost cause. What is Al Capone work like? This is just funny that we get to play as Al Capone. No rationing, so we're not handing out anything. What did he... Actually, let me see. He actually does have a tree. A lengthy one at best, at least. But he can't do anything. Governor Al Smith. More workers' rights. I'm actually surprised. He's for workers' rights? Root out the Bolsheviks. New York. Did he get elected? I'm assuming... Oh, so I'm assuming he won through elections. Did he buy New... Did he actually buy New Jersey? That's New York. Oh, he's at... This is part... Okay, so this is New Jersey. It's under the United States. And he tried to buy it from them, and they wouldn't buy. So... And he's about to go to war with New England. Alright. Not looking too hot. We'll see how this plays out. Man, Denver's still holding. You know, if the AI somehow turns that around. I doubt it. Oh, New England's at war with these guys. Okay. Where I mean, the problem is Al Capone doesn't have any... He can't do anything with free. And there's also no rules for... Oh, is it currently here? Okay, so Al Capone actually has a very small free. Since our debt and that's how much money we have in the bank. Fuck. Yeah, so I'm coming to the conclusion that this mod is just functionally broken. Like, I can't, even for Al Capone, like, I can't research things. Wait. No, never mind. Yeah, I can't even do research. So Capone is literally just frozen in space. You know, fuck it, go look. You know what? I want New Jersey, you bastard. I could have probably also invaded the Green Mountains. This is gonna go horribly wrong, but YOLO. God damn it, New England, they just took that land. No, actually, the socialists somehow... Oh. Why are this... Oh. I didn't realize that. I'm just confused as to how the hell the socialists got that territory. That's kind of bullshit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the construction is just as bad as MacArthur's. Oh, the inspectors are dead, Bunny. Those inspectors are long dead. If it wasn't the socialists that got them, it was the corporate, yeah, the corporatocracy. It was them that got them. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is, because now you guys have an idea of what this mod is like, I'm gonna finagle with it behind the scenes, and when I have actually like a decent run beginning, then I'm gonna like redo this on the side, just so that way you guys don't have to sit here and watch me redo everything. I'm also just very curious. I might swap over to the socialists just to see like what the fuck they did. I'm curious to see why it is that all of a sudden they just mad deck. But right now, Al Capone's actually strangely enough holding on. And we somehow took land from the commies. Okay, you know what, deal on it. Whatever. Alright, so we can't push across the river. What? Oh, wait, am I at war with these guys now too? No, oh, okay. Oh, they're pressing me for territory. That's what this is. Again, how do the commies get this land? The fuck is... I'm so confused. My guys are actively chilling on this territory. Can we go back into it, though? Like, are we can just chill and do... I don't get it. I genuinely do not understand what is wrong with this mod. Alright, fuck, YOLO. We're gonna take Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's gonna be mine. With whatever forces I have left, because at this point, we are so abundantly screwed. Like, Al Capone is boned. The funny guys ain't doing... What happened to the NCR? They got... Well, I took them over. I took over California. And then, well, I think you can see kind of what's been going on. The socialists aren't very friendly. They're not nice people. Then again, they never were. But, you know, the socialists are kind of dickheads. Let's see. How are we looking over this? The UK didn't, for some... What the fuck? Okay, they went from a military dictatorship to... Is that what's... Why is... He just looks retarded. I don't know what happened. These guys were fascist and then switched to being conservative. Germany was socialist and then ended up becoming a monarchy. Poland is actually growing, and they're kind of kicking the Russians' asses. Russia is... Oh my god, why is there... This is literally just Red Scare the mod. That's basically what this is. How's the French doing? French is... Yeah, the French are just existing. So, yeah. Oh god, Mexico broke apart. So we got Catholic Mexico, Republican Mexico, and then Federal Mexico. Not that... Okay, so one's a social democracy, one's a theocratic dictatorship. We won? Oh my god, we won! How did that happen? I'm taking all of this, thank you. Don't fuck with Al Capone. How did that happen? How did I win? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy, but I don't understand. Again, this mod is so broke. We did nothing. Why did I win? I don't get, like, I'm dumbfounded. I don't understand. How long until we can invade? We can invade right now. Alright. Oh my god, that time when Al Capone took over America. Al Capone will save America from the socialists. Shit, you know what? Honestly, I might just continue this as the run. Then again, maybe not. Yeah, probably not. Okay, that's already fucked. Al Capone got a stroke and everybody fell apart. It's not even that he had a stroke. Al Capone, I don't even know how. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how the AI did this. Because when I did my run, somehow the AI just kind of rolled in and said, fuck you, this is mine now. And it took basically all of New York, all of the East Coast. So I have no idea what in the AIs, in the mod, oh my god, in Al. How did I win? What is this? I was losing, how did I win? I love Al Capone. You literally need nothing and you win. This is the most retarded shit I think I've ever seen. We win just because we're the fucking mafia. We're retarded. We have no research. Oh wait, is research working now all of a sudden? Does the game want to give me this? Nope. Apparently there are things we can research now magically. Okay. Why does this work? Kind of like the leader of Yugoslavia back in the 80s when their leader died. Yeah, I guess, well, not necessarily, buddy. I mean, I get what you're saying, but, I mean, we're literally, like, we're goofing on this so fucking hard, it's not even funny. And I really don't understand why. You know what it is? No, I think it was. Now. What the fuck? Why is his infantry? What the hell is this infantry? Hold the hell on. These templates are booty cheeks. Are we able to produce tanks? They're a little shitty, like, yeah, fuck it. We'll build whatever we can. Fuck it. Why did his infantry need? Okay, my head hurts. I genuinely do not understand, but okay, YOLO. Alright, we're gonna integrate all these into our territory. This is mine now. Public control. Wait, did they end their war? Oh, that's why. Oh, the socialists took over the Cool Kids Club. There's, oh my god, there's very few countries that are left. All these buildings are getting sabotaged. Clearly nobody likes Al Capone for some reason. Hey, legit, what's going on, buddy? Oh no, don't tell me we, okay, goddamn commies. Alright, I'm gonna have to, are they allies? No, nobody likes each other right now. Oh, no, actually the socialists went to war with the Afro-American resistance. Oh, this is getting really bad. What is Al Capone? Why does he build? He just is building shit. Halfway through Metal Gear Ghost Babel, like a lot. Finished the Bison boss. Bison? Huh. They must have had a... Okay. I thought Ghost Babel was just Metal Gear 1. They skipped research? What? Huh? So I can't build that. Jump it. I can jump research. Oh my... Al Capone is God. Oh, why didn't I know about this sooner? Oh my god, why didn't someone tell me this sooner? Al Capone is America's Jesus. Can we beat the socialists just because of Capone? thank God for Don Al Capone. Oh, the Texans are at war with the socialists. Maybe the Texans will flip this and beat the commies. That would be comedy. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They just have a little extra. Yeah, never mind. I thought it was a funny. Oh my God, we're gonna build up the Capone Mafia military. And we're just gonna fuck everybody up. Capone's taking the world, baby. From smuggling booze to killing commies. Now, okay, I want to be clear on something. I would have played as Capone much sooner. It's just that I don't know how to get Capone. Like, I don't know how, on a normal gameplay, you can get Capone. So that's why I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'll use console commands and just take over Capone. How much longer until we can go? Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was starting to panic a little bit. Yeah, so even when Capone's losing, he still wins. That's the fucking weird thing with this. Jesus, that's fucking metal. Yeah, I don't remember that Metal Gear 1, homie. So I don't think I think Ghost Babble's kind of its own thing. I don't remember that. So New England just does not have a military. Like, you know what? Honestly, I'm panicking because I have this like I feel like the commies are just gonna come out of nowhere and kick my ass. So legit, how does Ghost Babel play? Like, you're saying that you're stopping Metal Gear from firing. So is it kind of? Did they make it more like an RTS? I actually never played Ghost Babel. Oh, okay. So it's an alt history essentially. So it's not canon. It's just like what could have been the case. Guys, I'm shipping away to Turkey. The problem is that our forces are spread thin because the AI is inverted. Developing. Oh no. Okay, that's really annoying. We've lost New York. I just had to change their spawn position. Why is only one division? Assholes, get the fucking work. We've got America to save. Oh yeah, legit, like super advanced risk. So just to give you an idea, you have to go into like little events and decisions, intelligence, research and development, which for some reason, okay, I don't get this. So didn't we just develop this? For some reason, Capone is just broken when it comes down to developing things. I just really can't understand why. Does he just fuck it, YOLO? We'll have him develop nuclear weapons. Why not? Al Capone with nukes. Sure. this steamrolling straight down. Where's our capital? Cleveland. All right, so he's not going to. Yeah, I figured he was going to. On top of that too, so like I said, for anybody who is just joining in now, so this is an alternate history mod. So the game basically is in World War II normally, but this is an alternate history mod. So the idea here is that nobody won World War I. The result that the economy basically fell apart for basically everyone, and the world went to shit. So that's why America's in the middle of a civil war, because the economy basically just went tits up. John D Rockefeller took power. They assassinated Teddy Roosevelt. And basically became a corporate dictatorship. Oh, okay, I got you legit. Alright, so it plays more like the old school. Hey, we got him! Forget about it. Alright, commies next. They definitely have a much larger military than I do. And I have a... Oh, the commies again. Oh, god damn it, they're on me. I knew it. I knew it. I knew those bastard Reds were coming after us. All right. This is not good. Oh, okay. Just needed to get these guys here. No. That's not what we're doing. That is not what we're doing. Fuck. They're right up. Yeah, they snaked. Yeah, I can't speak English. They snaked their way up. Why are we not producing anything now? What the fuck just happened? Capone was kicking everybody's ass. Now all of a sudden the commies come in and kick my ass. Yeah. Yeah, we're not even holding them. They're just pushing straight through. I'm screwed. Honestly, I can't do anything. I'm kind of just boned. So like I said, the mod for MacArthur is broken. There's no, like, I can't really tell what I'm doing with MacArthur, so I gotta see. Now, Capone, he's also real limited, too. So I kind of feel like these were both meant to be joke characters, which is kind of what I was saying earlier in the stream, that, yep, there we go. So, I feel like for some reason, the mod developers in games, like in Hearts of Iron mods, tend to favor socialist groups. Oh, look, they're getting ready to hit. Oh, they're looking. So what did they have? So again, their tree's not even finished either. Bro, no wonder. Look how small their goddamn tree is. MacArthur's was bigger. He had more shit to do. So no wonder they're steamrolling through. How's their research? Weird. I think it just carried over the research I did for MacArthur and what's his face. Yeah, because these are all the same shit that I have, so there's no way. What are they producing right now? Look at this. Just a mass dump of crap. Yeah, they got a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, seriously, Bunny. There's no way Texas is actually going to hold the line here anymore. Yeah, naturally. Yeah, one thing too is AI tends to make a lot of bullshit templates. I just want to see what happens if Texas manages to well, not if, when. If Texas manages to turn it around. Why is that guy looks like some muscle. You know what? That's about what I. If you told me, that's about what I expect a communist to look like. Cracked out of his fucking mind. So I want to see what Texas is gonna do when they win. I mean, at this point, the run was already screwed, so I just want to play with the AI and see what it'll do. So Germany is still a monarchy. Poland is still commies. Wait, what? No, never mind. I'm sorry. The Soviet, yeah. So even though they were broken up, the Soviets still they did their. Oh, and they're at war with Germany anyway. The French are at war with Germany. Italy is in 3 different pieces. The United Kingdom is sitting there jerking off. Germany went to war with Norway. So, wait. Why does he look like Hitler to me? I don't know why. Oh yeah, Poland's gone. Yeah, buddy, Poland is smoke. So yeah, so rule of thumb is green is the country in question, blue is the ally of that country, red is whoever they're fighting. How much? 5 days. Africa is still kind of all over the place. How's Japan doing? Japan, actually lost Korea. I think Korea was their ally for a minute there. They weren't like a puppet. But yeah, they lost that shit. So Japan ain't looking too hot. And then we declare war and let the Texans have their fun. Right? That's what. Yeah, funny. That's what I was thinking. He did in fact look like Hitler. Let's love soldiers. Mexico's still actually no. That kind of looks like a fatter communist Mexican Hitler. Like if you shaved his mustache, he has the same hairstyle, kind of similar facial structure. Oh, okay. I thought that was Bolivia. Oh, yeah, it is Bolivia. What the fuck? Wait, how the hell did Bolivia get over there? How did Bolivia invade Ecuador? They're landlocked. I mean, unless they did an airdrop, but still, I don't think they have paratroopers just yet. How the fuck did that happen? What do you got, Bunny? Yeah, what happened to Afghanistan? Okay, that looks like a Russian communist, what's his name? Brandon Herrera. That looks like Brandon Herrera. Just as a commie. I think okay, that's kind of fun. Theocratic dictatorship, surprise, surprise. They're kind of typical Afghanistan, just chilling. Doing literally nothing for the world. India is in several different places right now. Okay, he looks like he's there for tech support, not socialism. British East India, okay. So, Bunny, do you think the USB is good? Damn it, I fucked that up. I was gonna say some computer techie bullshit. It was gonna be adorable. Man, Texas is really taking their time. Shit, I would have had this thing wrapped up. If you gave me a win like this, I would have had this done by now. The AI is literally just sending its troops to go everywhere. I would have mad dashed the capital. There you go. Naturally, our communists, our capital is naturally San Francisco. That makes way too much sense. Now, I wonder if... Oh, there we go. Okay, we're going to go back to reserve. And what did... Texas literally just stayed Texas. Okay. So Texas is not going to bother... I was actually kind of expecting Texas to go ahead and reinstitute America some shit, or maybe liberate... No, he wouldn't have... No, they could have done that. They could have actually liberated MacArthur. But, nah, Texas, no, they didn't do that. I think Texas is just chilling. What are they gonna do? They're getting friendly with people. Come on, let's see what Texas is up to. So, they do have some planned stuff going on. They're focusing on tanks. And Texas has no tree whatsoever. They do nothing. They just simply exist to die. That's basically, yeah. Texas simply exists. So they have no goals. They have no desire to do anything. They're just not a developed nation in this game at all. They have no political power for some... Oh, because they can't. Yeah, so like the only real... Oh... I mean, I'm kind of, it's a fucked up curiosity, but like, I'm tempted to reload and then like see what the Cool Kids Club is like. I know, morbid curiosity, but I am genuinely curious. Or the game's gonna crash. Nope, it's gonna crash. Okay. Yeah, Hearts of Iron, especially with mods. You basically need to hold this bitch together with duct tape, glue, hopes, dreams, and maybe a good like virgin sacrifice to bring in a spirit or two from hell. That might be what's necessary. So that was about roughly 10 years ago. Almost. Yeah, so this is before the like right as the socialists were fading. What I wanted. I just want to see what they're shitting like. Morbid curiosity. So, yeah, okay, so these guys are actually pretty developed, too. Like, yeah, oh. And the Red Plague, that's the only thing I think I can agree with. Treason. Their invasion of Mexico is literally called Operation Taco Demise. There are a number of things on this tree that just fucked up disabled. Oh no, that's a not. You know, I worry that having some of this on the channel, like some of this tree, like even that flag alone, I'm worried that YouTube is going to be like, well, that's against TOS. YouTube, I just want to make this clear. This is a video game. This does not support, sponsor, or contribute to any form of hate group whatsoever. This is not, we put these guys down. These guys are all assholes. This is just for the purpose of humor, nothing more. So we're going to now avoid, actually I'm curious. I want to see where they're researching. Okay, so the game is, actually no, that's about where they were. Yeah, maybe that's where I was. No, because I wasn't doing trains. So yeah, they. Yeah, of course they do trains. Yeah, that you know, the terrible racists doing trains. I'm not surprised. Let's see about the Afro-American Revolution. Nothing. Again, they're a faction that's just designed to die. That's literally. Why? I mean, yeah, they do have. Yeah. Oh, wait, why? Did they even get subs? Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. I feel like the most. So. The mods that I like the most for this game, I would say Old World Blues, which is actually a Fallout mod. So you play as one of the many factions of Fallout, and that's basically it. That, and I like, I think it's called Millennium Dawn now, or I think they changed it. Yeah, I think it's Millennium Dawn. Millennium Dawn is a modern day mod, so literally it starts off in the year 2000 and then moves on. And basically, it's a do whatever you want mod. So if you want to play as the United States, turn them fascist, and then fight Russia, go for it. What the hell? Hiram W. I don't know who. He sounds familiar. All right, there's somewhat. What? Learn from other. I love that they have Patrick. They have Bob the Builder. This is stupid. Okay, so California is actually a valid faction. Like you can actually, like they're not there to exist. One other. Oh yeah, what about the Mormons? Let's see what their story was. So like for some reason, you know, actually. Yeah, so again, the Mormons are just there to die. They're not really meant to do anything. They just simply exist to just drop dead. This didn't fix, no, this did not fix the tree at all. So this mod is, for MacArthur, is just broken. MacArthur is just generally broken. I mean, his stats and whatnot might actually work, but let's see. So what is? Oh wow. So New England is gonna be kind of a thing. I wouldn't say this is. Actually, the tree's broken. He's like, look how they're not supposed to cut in like this. This is kind of stupid. Nope, that's not what I wanted. They have nothing. Literally, the Grand Lodge just exists. Yeah, they just simply exist. So, all right. I think this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it for now. I'm going to keep an eye on this over the weekend. Maybe there's a chance that the mod developers pick, because I remember MacArthur having a lot more with his tree, and I do kind of want to play MacArthur. So I feel like maybe I fucked something up, and I gotta put more time into his territory. if I use the American corporate government and put more construction into Denver, the Denver area, that might turn me around. So I might be able to. So, actually, you know what I didn't do? I was again, Ford's another faction you really can't play that I know of. Yeah, so you just they don't. Yeah, they have their tree is just meant to die. So Ford just simply exists to exist. Um, Even though the story says Ford has this crazy mercenary force that is just an absolute badass, um, he just couldn't do anything. I do find it funny that Ford's logo is like, I kind of like the flag. It just because how fun it is. So if anything, I guess I'll let you guys decide whether or not I focus more Al Capone or MacArthur, because I'm thinking about taking another crack at MacArthur on Monday. I'm gonna work on it over the weekend. I'm gonna try to get him up to snuff, and I'm gonna try to wipe out the socialists. So, lads, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, if you love this channel, content, goofy shit, if you like seeing the games that I play, engagements are what's gonna keep you on this channel, keep us alive, and also just help you to stay in touch. Likes, dislikes, bell icon, comments make the difference. If you have not done so already, feel free to check over on our Discord link in the description below. We're a bunch of nerds. Sundays, we typically do game nights. Wednesdays, we do movie nights. But with that said, we are also sponsored by W. Use coupon code Technical Difficulty. Get 10% off on your order. But with that all said and done, thank you, Drew, Bunny, and Legit for joining us tonight. Hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you think I could have done something different, if you think you know what I did wrong, tell me in the comment section. It'll probably help me for later on. But love you all. Have a fantastic night. See you on the next one, guys. Later, people.